Hey everybody, welcome to a very short episode of Dave's Garage, Dave's Man Cave. There was a little glitch with paperwork on this, and they realized they either had to give me back $1,000 or of my deposit, or just I was like, well, what about finding $1,000 worth of accessories? They're like, yeah, that'd work either way. Either way, you're getting $1,000 back. So I went and got, this stupid thing was like $300, but it's a really nice Ducati branded collapsible. So it actually fits in the vent in the little frunk. I can take that piece off and put both pieces in the front trunk. And it's got the 40mm pin, really over-engineered, nice rubber wheels. So I've got my single-sided swing arm stand, which I was gonna have to get anyway. I've got a 55mm socket, so I can take the back wheel off, get tire changes and stuff. Also got New Rage Cycles tail tidy. So the tidy's not crooked, the printing on the thing is. So that keeps that all nice and clean up tight. And let's turn on the keys. And we'll just put on hazards. So looks really nice. Nice and clean. It's got a lit tag, it's on the end. No police will have issues or problems with that. But I love the way that it reflects up in here. I mean, it is actually really nicely visible. It's good from the sides. That's a nice piece of kit. Those things are like 200 bucks. So I got 10% off on everything. So I got the tail tidy. I didn't bother doing a video of installing it because the people who make it already have that. So there's no point in doing that. So it's good. Turn off the hazards, good. We got the rear stand, and then I've got the rear cowl. It's actually a whole new tail piece. It secures by 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the key. So these things will pop off, the seat will pop off, and it'll be a whole red cowl, which is nice. So for track days, I can put a number plate, and it takes literally 2 minutes to install. And then when I do go on a trip or something, and I want to grab that big BMW bag that slips over the back seat and anchors to the passenger pegs, the straps, I can throw that back on there and have the best of both worlds. I never take passengers, so it's going to pretty much live with the nice plastic tail with the white number plate. We're gonna put that up there. And then that's it for today. We got the suspension. I've gone and set the suspension up using the race settings in the manual. It feels a little bit better now. And basically I'm done for now. I just gotta put some miles on it, get to May 4th, do the 600-mile service, and then I've got an appointment that same day to go up to Kent at GMD to do the suspension setup to get it properly set up. I have a feeling I'm gonna have the same problem I had with the Street Triple RS, same forks. I was taking my own measurements, and I had to put in all the preload to get to like 44 mils of sag, rider sag. So I could put stiffer springs in, but to be honest, I set it up the way that I did my Street Triple. I used the track settings out of the manual for rebound and compression, and then preload is 3 full turns out from full in, and the back is stock preload with the track recommended settings for the rebound and compression. I did that on the Street Triple RS after going back and forth, and it didn't even matter that my sag was off. It rode brilliantly. And guys in the UK that race these things are like, the manuals are actually pretty much spot on. I never bottomed out. It didn't matter that the sag wasn't right. I could rail on it on track in the mountains. It never felt out of sort. It was brilliant. It handled great. This has a similar suspension setup, so I'm gonna see what Kent thinks. If I have to swap out springs, I will. At least this one's easy to get to because the shock is right there. Very easy to get into. The forks, it's a plain old forks, so shouldn't be a problem there either. But anyway, that is the tail tidy. Looks nice, looks clean. It's out of the way, it's got blinkers. Looks a little bit more finished now with that big goofy stock. And it actually took about 4 pounds off. Those big plastic socks have metal pieces and reinforcers in them. It's fairly dense plastic. They're actually kind of heavy. So this thing is looking amazing. It's definitely a fun bike. Cannot wait to get tons of footage and content for the channel. So there's your 5-minute update for Dave's Garage. New Rage tail tidy, or New Rage Cycles, whatever it is. And then the Ducati branded rear stand. And we ordered the whole new Ducati official tail piece that gets rid of that seat. So stay tuned for more.